Mitrom and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps Education Channel. Your presenter Dr. J. Reddy, J. Tirupati Reddy. We are continuing our Baghelkhand series. That is the one of the cultural and historical region of today's Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Here I have demarked in the yellow color. This is the historical Madhya Pradesh state or a province. Previously, we have discussed around about 12 physiographic regions, geographic regions of Baghelkhand. And I have grouped 5 or 6, 4 or 5 each time. I will be giving a somewhat deeper and broader perspective. In part A, we will be looking at Rewa Plateau, Mirzapur Uplands. This is in the Mirzapur district or Sonbhadra region. Rohtas Plateau. This is the historic Shahabad district. That is the Bhabua, Sasaram and all those regions. And we'll see the river tones. Its tributaries Satna Basin and Bihar or Bihar Bay. That's a river name. Belan River. And Bhanrer, there is a misspelling here, should be Bhanrer. Sometimes I also say Bharner. Bhanrer and Kaimur regions. Excuse me. This we will explore today. Yeah, this is the overview of Baghelkhand series. We are in, previously we part 3 we looked at 12 regions, and next part A, B, C we will look at around about 4 regions each time. That will give you a deeper understanding. This is the Baghelkhand regions. There are 5 old districts, historic districts: Rewa and Satna, Shahdol, Sidhi and Surguja. Surguja is a former princely state, now in Chhattisgarh province. And all these presentations you can access at South Asia Maps JRD YouTube channel. Previously, we have broadly looked at the part 3, 12 physiographic regions of Baghelkhand. We are now looking around about 5 or so regions. The physiographic maps are essentially three-dimensional. They will give the physical nature of the terrain or a region with respect to mountains, hills, like that. Whereas that will be missing in the standard two-dimensional political administrative maps. Political geography, administrative geography. You see just 5 districts here and much broader understanding of the region. I will go over this, and afterwards we will look at 2 or 3 relief maps where you will get a broader, deeper understanding of the region. The Rewa Plateau. This is the Rewa Plateau region. It consists of the current Rewa district and uh, Satna district region, Satna Maihar region, and uh, the Rewa, historic Rewa district, Mauganj regions. Then the Mirzapur upland across the Son River. This is the Son River, tributary of Ganga Mata. Mirzapur, the historic bigger Mirzapur, now Sonbhadra Mirzapur regions, they're uplands. Further east, they are called Rohtas, Plateau Rohtas uplands. They come under historic Shahabad district between the Ganga River and Son River, that is the Doab, Ganga Son Doab. Northern part, that is the Buxar, arise essentially plain. Southern part, that is the Bhabua, Sasaram, Mohania. These are the plateau regions or upland regions. That is the part. Historic Rohtas fort is present here. Prominent Islamic imperialism was established by Sher Shah Shur at that region, and he overthrew the Mughal imperialism, and later his dynasty was replaced by the Mughals again. So there is a very important river called Tones. Here I have seen in the red color the tributary of the Tones. Tones is also called Tamas or Tamas river. Satna river is a tributary. Bihar River. It is spelled differently here. I used two different spellings. There is a other tributary called Belan River that comes from the Mirzapur uplands, also called Relam. Then we have the Kaimur ranges. The Bhanrer ranges. Here, Bhanrer, I misspelled it, I think. Okay, this is the Plateau. We will look at that regions now. So you should start at the certain landmarks. Here you see this is, you can obviously recognize the Son River. This is the Ganga River. Then this is the Patna. This is the Vaisali region, Hazipur. And this should be the Chapra. And this should be the Ara. This is the Shahabad region, historic district. You can see this is the Benares, holy city, and this is the Mughal Sarai. This is the Son River. Then it should be the Dekhri and so on. Then it will be the Gaya because it should be Patna Gaya. So you got the landmarks. You can see this is the Rohtas. There is also Rohtas town, a fort also here. This is the Rohtas, upland regions, Rohtas Plateau region. From here, Karmanashar River and also Chandraprabha River, they originate and go. These are the rivers are downstream called Garai River. This is the traditional boundary between the United Provinces, that is Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. The famous battle Buxar was fought on the Ganga River 1767, a turning point in the Indian history. So we have Benares here, we have Mughal Sarai major junction here. So the Mirzapur Plateau is this. From the Mirzapur Plateau region, a river arises, that's the Belan River, that directly joins Tons River. Tons directly joins Ganga. Tons is not a tributary of Yamuna. Yamuna has a tributary like Chambal, then it has a Ken and Baghel and Paysoon River, so on. Whereas this is the not the tributary of that. That's very important. So you can very easily see this is the Son River. Very mighty river. It is a perennial river, even though it doesn't come from the Himalayan region. Also brings during the monsoon time very large amount of water to Ganga River. So this is the Bansagar Reservoir built on Son River. This is the Rihand Reservoir built on Rihand River. So you can see that, and this is the Benares, this is the Prayag Tirtharaj, I think this is the Naini, and this is the Plateau region, that's the Rewa Satna Plateau. This is the Manikpur, this is the Shankargarh railway station, this is the Manikpur junction. From Manikpur, the train goes to Chitrakoot, Banda, eventually to Jhansi in the Bundelkhand. So then, this is the Satna town, district headquarters. This is the Rewa town. From Rewa town, there is a river called Bihar. Remember the Bihar province state, Bihar river. So this is the Tons river. You see the Tons river, and this is the Satna river. Tons, Satna, Belan. You got it. This is the Kaimur range. This is the Son Trough. The railway goes from Maniganj railway junction to Satna. Satna to Kaimur. There is a Jukehi gap town. You see here, I will show you in the other map. Very important railway station, gap town. That is the place, that's why the railway line was built from Prayag to Jabalpur. This is the Katni Murwara junction, Katni Murwara basin. Katni Murwara basin, this is the Bhanrer. The important other peak of in the Bhanrer ranges is the Sadbhavan Shikar, around about 752 meters above sea level, near Sangrampur. I will show you that in other time. So then this is the obviously in the Mahakosal Jabalpur town. This is the trough, Narmada trough. So we got that one, and we can see the same thing again here in a different perspective. So what we are seeing here is the Aurangabad and Dekhri, Sasaram, Mughal Sarai Junction, Benares. So this is the Rohtas Plateau region. Mohania, Bhabua, those districts exist there. Then the western part is the Mirzapur. The Karmanashar River and Chandraprabha River, they come from this region and they drain into Ganga River. And this is the Rihand Dam. This is the Kaimur range. You can see the Kaimur range. This is the Bhanrer range. You can see the Katni Murwara railway junction is a basin that connects Narmada basin and Son basin or Narmada trough, Son trough. You can see the Manipur railway line, Satna, and you can see the river also here little bit. Oh, this river is there. Yeah. So Rewa, there is a river. I think Chechai, the waterfalls will be on that. That goes to here. The river is not that. That's this is the river from Rewa. Satna, there is a river. The Tons river is here. Kaimur and Bhanrer ranges. You can see see this is the Chechai waterfalls on Bihar river. That means that river goes in the town urban area of Rewa. That means this is the Tons river. So eventually the Tons, yeah, is the Bihar river near Rewa. Tons gets a tributary called Satna that goes to Satna town. Tons come from this here, the Satna, Tons, Belan. Belan river will be there, comes this the Plateau regions. The Tons joins at a place called Sasaram, called Sirsa, directly joins Ganga river at Sirsa. You can see this the Tons river, Sirsa town and Ganga river. So I talked about how the railway line was built, why it was built that way, while railroads were aligned from Prayag and Naini and Shankargarh and Manipur Junction, then Satna and Maihar and Jukehi. So that's the region. You can remember Bhanrer and Kaimur. That's very important. I talked that extensively in the railway discussions. You can look at that. And you can see the Jukehi here little more clearly. Yeah, this is the Jukehi between Kaimur and Katni. Yeah, you can see here Jukehi town. That is the Jukehi Gap town is a city in the gorge where the railway line emerged. That's the only place the Vindhyas, that is the Kaimur and Bhanrer ranges, gives the convenience of building the railway line easily. In the next presentation, these are all the 12. We looked at the regions. We look at in the part B, the Narmada trough, the Son trough, Sidhi and Agori uplands, Chopan bridge on the Son river, Rihand dam, and Sangravali Dudi basins and the Baghelkhand plateau region. Thank you joining me today. This is your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy, South Asia Maps Education Channel. If you have any questions and comments, you are very welcome to post them.